Hi guys, so today I'm going to be going over an express balayage. This is an application that you can use on your clients that you can create in under 25 minutes, being able to have a high contrast balayage with less time. So the first thing that we're going to do is to break down your counter sections in your face framing section. This area is going to be your client's focal point. So this is what they're going to see the most of. If you can execute the very front area perfectly, that will require you to do less work throughout the rest of the hair. Like so. So I always start with this section right by the ear. As my first section, it just helps me with the cleaner application. So starting from the section that is closest to the ear, you're going to start your very first weave, which is going to be the first weave closest to the face. And push all that hair that we teased away. Grab your foil and put that in close, and then you're going to start the painting. Now I used Redken Shades EQ Flash Lift in 30 volume. I use 30 volume because this is going to be a short time period that we are going to need this reprocessing, since the initial application is going to be such a short application. So you're going to take it and make sure that whenever you are painting, you are making the paint very saturated. So now taking another foil, I'm just going to lay that over on top and then lock it in. So that's our very first foil that we did. Going back into that same section, I'm going to slice another piece. Take that away. And then clip it the rest back. And this is just going to create an even better diffusion. But remember to always fully saturate all the way through. And I'm going to be doing the same exact thing that I did on this section by the ear and use that same technique up here. So again, I'm going to take a section, put that one away, and now we have this very first one as your very first section. So here's my very first section. I'm taking my comb, I'm doing a heavy weave, I hardly ever do root melts or shadow rooting or root taps in the bowl anymore. I prefer to just utilize proper technique whenever I'm doing the application, because I like having that time being saved whenever I am doing my gloss. Okay, so now that you see here, I did this very left side completed, and now we're going to work on the right side, and you're going to be doing the same exact thing. So now moving on to the very back section. I'm going to be taking really heavy diagonal slices throughout the back, doing a very heavy foil, and then using that same tease pattern. Okay, so now I went through and completed this entire technique, and this is what the finished process is going to look like. So I have the foils in the front, which are going to be your high contrast point of brightness. And then whenever I turn her around, you can see the foils that are in the back. That is going to be shattering brightness to create that really beautiful diffusion all throughout the hair. So now we're going to go through and let her finish her processing until her hair lifts to about a level 8. I like a level 8 just with the base of her hair color. However, again, with the client that you do have, you can create around their base. But this base, I'm going to want more of like a golden blonde. So I pulled her foils, and this is where we have left off with her lifting. So a really, really beautiful level 8. And we're going to rinse all of this and start the toning process. So as you see right here, you can already visually see that it turned out really, really beautiful. You have that point of brightness going towards the face and then melting all throughout the ends. I mixed up in equal parts Redken Shades EQ 8V and 8N with processing liquid, and we're going to tone all over with this. Now we're going to go through and shampoo and condition as normal. So after shampooing and conditioning, I went through and did a blowout and curl on the final product, and this is the way that the hair turned out. So as you can see through the very front, you have that high dimension where you can see the point of brightness all throughout the face, which is where the client is going to see. And whenever she pushes her hair through the front, she has some of that shattered dimension going through the bottom and underneath of her hair as well. If you have any questions about this technique, feel free to send me a message via Instagram. I love connecting with stylists, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have about this technique. Thank you for hopping on and watching this quick tutorial of how I created this high contrast balayage. For the full version, head over to my website. I will link